Look in the mirror and ask yourself what you wanna do. Be enough for you. The beauty is clearer when it's for yourself.
All right, what's up, people? This your boy with no nice lifestyle motivation, right? If you have liked or subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, as always, find a reason to smile because you are blessed and highly favored. There's a lot of other stuff that's going on in this world that you can be stressing over, but hey, the fact that you woke up, be grateful, show gratitude, right? So let's jump into it. Today's topic is about motivation. Straight to the point. Motivation. What is motivation to you? What motivates you? What pushes you? What forces you to do what you do on a day-to-day basis, right? If you don't have motivation, I feel sorry for you because that means that you don't want anything in life, right? You don't want to be able to go to the store and get whatever it is that you want. You don't want to be able to go to the store to make sure you have groceries in your refrigerator. You don't want to have gas in your car, right? You don't want to have nothing to eat, right? You don't want to see your kids successful. You don't even want to see yourself successful. So if you are lacking motivation, hopefully this helps you. So for me, motivation for me is, I'm going to take it back. I'm going to start off with my parents, right? How many of us grew up, right, thinking that our parents always had it always together, right? That they never struggled, right? But once you got older, you look back and you was like, dang, look at some of the things that we had to do, but at the end of the day, we were still well taken care of. I always laugh and joke with my mom because, shoot, growing up, hey, we shopped on the clearance rack. Some kids these days don't know nothing about shopping on the clearance rack, right? We got the latest and greatest. We always had clothes on our back, shoes on our feet, but it wasn't always the fresh pair of Jordans, right? It was a 2 for $89 for all my older folks that remember that Foot Locker special 2 for $89. That's what my parents had to do. Or you remember when you only had one pair of shoes or 2 pair of shoes and you had to keep them clean, right? And then you had that church pair and that play pair, right? The one you wore to church, your church shoes as they call them. And then you had your play shoes. So when you came home from school, you need to get out of them school shoes and go put them play shoes on if you want to go outside. So to all the kids that's even watching this, be grateful for what you have, right? And I'm saying this even to the newer parents, right? Or even the older parents that are feeling like they did not do their best for their kids. Start speaking life into yourself, right? Let yourself know that you did the best that you could. And I'm even give kudos to my mom and my dad. They did everything that they had to do to make sure we was well taken care of. And that may be different for other families, right? You may have shopped went to Macy's and been able to buy what you want, or you've been able to get that pair of Jordans. But then too, at the end of the day, my parents taught me and my sisters, right? And anyone that came to my house when we was younger, the value of hard work, right? The value of hard work. So at the end of the day, hard work is going to outlast anything. Like I always say, hard work outlasts talent. And it's going to outlast talent any single day of the week. Any sport that you in, hard work is going to outlast that talent, because that person with that just think they got a God gives talent, sometimes they might take it for granted. But you knowing that, hey, I got to work hard, I got to grind, because at the drop of a hat, everything that I got could be gone. Or at the drop of a hat, I may be right here now, feeling like I'm at the bottom. But if I keep grinding, Tomorrow may bring something different. And then that person that thought they had that talent, I done outworked them and I done took their spot. Right? But at the same time, when I done took that spot, hey, I'm still trying to build them. But hey, if they don't want to come along on this journey and they pretty much a hater, I'm going to keep doing me. And that's what we have to teach our kids now is it's not okay to lose. Losing is not an option no more, right? I don't care if you're in the sports, you're in the classroom, academics, right? Mental health. Losing is not an option no more. Physically and mentally handicapping yourself just because you have a shortcoming, right? Just because you go through something, you want to give up. You don't want to continue to push through. That's not an option. Just because you don't fully understand how to play that sport. As I even always tell my son is, my youngest son, right? And my oldest, and my daughters, right? Push through, no matter what it is. Give max effort. And that's the word of the week that you need to carry with you is max effort, right? In every single thing that you do. Because when you give max effort, your max effort is your hard work. And your hard work is continuous motivation that's going to carry you through any situation that you get into in life, good or the bad. When you're going through something bad and you feel like you just want to give up, that motivation is going to give you that boost to let you know, I can solve in this a little bit. This is how I feel. But now it's time for me to get up because I know what I got to do. And I know if I don't do this, it's going to negatively impact my family. Right? And then if you're going through something good, let's flip it around. You're going through something good and you may feel like, do I really deserve this? Do I deserve all the blessings that's coming to me? Right? I'm at this point in life now. Am I still treating people? You have to sometimes check yourself, even with motivation. I'm at this point now in my life. How do I take myself to the next phase? I done reached that mountaintop, right? I done got to the top of that mountain. Boom. Is it another mountain I can jump on, right? And climb that one. So one thing that you always have to do in life is continuously check yourself, right? And when you continuously check yourself, that means not that you content with life, not that you fully satisfied with life, not that you don't enjoy what you have, but when you continuously to check yourself, you always are reevaluating yourself to say, okay, am I still treating my family right? Right? Am I still doing everything to make sure I embrace the love that's inside of my household? Am I still motivating and encouraging my wife? Motivating and encouraging myself? Am I still fully taking care of me, right? Is it things in life that I still want, that I still have time to go out and get, right? So you have to motivate yourself. If you want to get back in school, get back in school. Right? If you want to go learn a new trade or something, go learn that trade. If you want that new job, go get that doggone new job. Right? If you want a better relationship for you and your family and you and your wife, put in the time and effort to make it work. But you can't be the type of person that is one way inside your home, another way outside your home, to where you're putting on two different fronts. You have to be authentic. Motivation is authentic. It's being authentic. Motivation is real. Motivation is elevation. Motivation is passion. Motivation is doing what you have to do regardless of what, right? I had someone ask me the question the other day about, I'm a military veteran, right? How did you know? And they asked me the question because their son was thinking about going into the military, right? And they asked me the question, how did you know that's what you wanted to do? And I never really had anyone ask me that question. And my response was, I never thought that I wanted to be in the military, right? But I got tired of life. To be real, I got tired of working 2 jobs. I got tired of grinding super, super hard to where at the end of the day, I still didn't have enough. And it goes back into my book, Lifestyle Daily Affirmations, right? Being a good man is not always enough. You got to elevate yourself to be great. So by me making the decision to go into the military was something that was a part of the greatness, which is a part of my life now, which is open up other doors and avenues, not only for me, but also for my family now, right? And it just elevated the hard work that my parents instilled in me, right? Keeping God first. But the hard work that I seen my parents and them do, right? Getting out, going to work, right? Whether they had to work 2 jobs, whether we knew it or not as kids, right? We always had some type of food, right? On the table, right? Groceries in the refrigerator, right? Or even if we didn't, I can jump over to my auntie house, right? And go get some Kool-Aid out her refrigerator, right? Or she'll be cooking a meal, right? But it goes back to motivation being family. Because without family, sometimes you left out there on the bank by yourself. Not saying you need people, but sometimes you need someone to help give you that extra push. Someone to tell you that they proud of you. Someone to encourage you, right? In the midst of you even doing good, or the midst of you going through some type of adversity that's wanting to bring you down. Family is genuine. The same thing, the same way that you have to be with your motivation. Family. And it goes back to surrounding yourself with the right people. And half the time, if you can't surround yourself with the right people, but you still motivated, right? And you got a faith and a higher power, right? In God, God gonna plant those right people in place for you, right? That's gonna continue to help motivate you and elevate you the same way that you would do with them. So I encourage whoever is watching this to recheck your motivation, right? Realize where you came from, even as a young kid. Look at your life in a 360 point of view, right? To see what things did your parents go through. Are you putting yourself through the same things, right? Are you using the skill sets that they actually taught you, right? Back when I was growing up, it was hard work. Just hard work, right? And our parents taught us that. Now in today's generation with our kids, it's hard work plus mindset plus thinking through, critical thinking, right? You're doing a lot more critical thinking because today's world is totally different, right? Social media, you have all this stuff out here that they got at the snap of their fingers, right? Different ways to send money and all this kind of stuff. I don't know, I was talking to somebody the other day about Cash App. Like, back in the day, shoot, my father would always come to me and be like, hey, son, put this in your pocket, right? Put a few jingles in your pocket Jingles is a little cash, right? And he did that to make sure I stayed off the streets. He did that so I could understand the value of money. He did that so he could show me that he cared. He did that to show me that I didn't have to go out there and steal from nobody. He did that to show me that the hard work that he was putting in, he was using that also to motivate me and to do something special for me. He did that to show me that he was proud. So at the end of the day, that was a part of motivation, right? Motivation that at that moment was being injected into my lifestyle. And we have to do the same with our kids. And to this day, I do the same with my kids. It's either cash or cash out, right? Right? Just to let them know you don't have to steal. You don't have to be out there on them streets, right? This is what hard work looks like. And this is the same thing that you have to do, right? My dad set a bar. My mom set a bar. So after they set that bar, I had to come up to that bar and then jump over that bar just to show them that everything that you instilled in me, hey, I took it and I turned it into gumbo, right? The recipe for success, right? So when your parents add a little ingredients to you, right? Then you take that, boom, you eat it because it's good. Those ingredients of life, right? Then when you get older, you take that same recipe with your family. Now I'm gonna tell you, if someone handed you, if your parents or your childhood handed you a recipe that wasn't too good, or a lifestyle that wasn't too good, now it's up to you as motivation to take that recipe, right? Take that recipe, take out what you don't need, right? And then throw in there what you do need, what you don't learn from them bad habits or them good habits, right? And then remix it. Then take that recipe and apply it to your life. Apply it to your kids' life. I always talk about gumbo because I'm from Louisiana, right? Like, y'all know we love gumbo. But at the end of the day, right? When you pour the right ingredients into your life, you can't help but elevate and motivate yourself, right? It can't help but smell good to the world. So when they see you, they already smelling the goodness that you already have coming with you, right? It's almost like jumping in the shower and you going somewhere and you don't put your smell goods on with a man or a woman, right? You smell them before you even see them. That's how that gumbo is. The smell of your success is going to linger throughout your neighborhood. It's going to linger on your children. It's going to linger on your lifestyle. It's going to linger through motivation. It's going to linger and it's going to be implanted in them. So you have to take your life seriously when it comes to the way you move, the way you carry yourself, the way that you talk to your kids, the way that you encourage them, the way that you teach them, right? The way that you listen, right? Because whether you know it or not, someone is watching you. So you have to be observant to your own behavior. Take life seriously, right? Think through everything that your parents went through, right? And use that to help improve your own lifestyle. Then also take it a step further. Never settle with where you're at. Never settle. Never become complacent with life to feel like there's not anything more for you to do, right? Never become too cocky to where you don't give back, right? Or you never do anything to help another. As God continues to bless you, and overflow your cup, always be willing to bless another. Always be willing to talk through a situation with someone else. And sometimes that blessing another is just through the lifestyle that you live in, right? And a kind word or a gesture just to show them that you proud of them. So charity starts at home, as they always say, right? And then it spreads abroad. So when you do things right inside of your home, that's going to spread to everything else that you do. It's going to spread into the friendships that you build. It's going to spread into, right, you and your hard work on your job, to where they see what you do, right? Whether you get that promotion on that job or you get a promotion somewhere else. Someone is going to see the max effort, the greatness inside of you. But you have to believe that greatness is within you first. And when you do that, you can't help but motivate and elevate yourself. So at the end of the day, it's time to start giving max effort, people, in every single thing that we do, right? Create positive habits, create positive lifestyles, and then remove any limits that you done ever set on yourself, because you can and will have any and everything that you want in life. As always, stay motivated. This your boy Bernard Dyson signing off from Lifestyle Motivation.
When it's for yourself, who do you love today? Your reflection show what you do today. Irreplaceable you are today. Love yourself today. Who do you love today? Your reflection show what you do today. Irreplaceable you are today. Love your